So let's start with your opening. So because there's no patient, I don't get any record from our documentation. So what will I do? I will have to go to my nursing supervisor, get any instructions. So if they receive a call from the emergency room, from the operating room, then, Madam, is there any new patient? Then they will tell, okay, please go to this room number 3. Okay, prepare the bed. Patient is about to be admitted. Then that's the time I'll get instructions from them. Okay, so once I get the instructions from them, then I'll go to the sink, I'll do my hand washing, and go directly to the supply room, take all the linens or equipments that is used. Okay, so what you need to have or to bring, the 6 types of linens, your disinfectants or your sanitizers, and then you have your laundry basket. Okay, for the old linens, for the soiled linens, because once you go to the patient's room or the room, basically there is already an old linens that is not being removed yet, because you are replacing with the new ones. Okay, so you need to have the laundry basket. Get it? Okay. So after I take all my linens with me, all my equipments, then I go directly to the patient's or the room assignment. So I'll take everything here, my tray, then I'll just have to put it on the side, and then I'll just put this side goes down, okay, both sides, because there's no safety, no patient. So for me to have a freedom to move from one side to the other, I'll just have to put this side goes down. Okay? So first is I need to remove, okay? I have to put my gloves first, basically. I have to put my gloves first before I touch the old linens, okay? Or the soiled linens. So I had to remove this pillow first. Remove the pillowcase. Make sure do not touch your uniform to avoid contamination, okay? Because this is already soiled and contaminated. Remove this, and then I have to throw this to my laundry. Okay, like for instance, this is the laundry basket. Just have to throw it. Okay. So throw it, and then I have to put this on the side. Okay, and then these are soiled linens. So I have to first untuck, okay, untuck all the edges or the corners, all the linens, and then I have to roll towards the center, making sure not to touch my uniform to avoid contamination. I'll go to the other side. I have to roll towards the center. Then I have to also completely roll. And then once I'm already holding the soiled linens, making sure again, do not touch your uniform, avoid contamination, right? Put it in the laundry basket. Now, the mattress is empty, okay? So what I have to do is to take all my sanitizer or disinfectants, what's available on the supply. So I have to, sanitize, then after sanitizing it, then I have to remove my gloves and put a new one, because this time I'm about to spread the new linens with my new gloves. You get it? So assume that I have a new gloves, then I have to grab the new linens starting from the bottom sheet. How will I? Okay. So make sure you can also adjust the height of the bed, right? Depends on how tall you are, depends. It depends on your comfortability, okay? So I have to spread now, the bottom sheet, okay? Again, the bottom sheet is to cover the mattress, okay? So what I am doing, I will have to start from one side first before going to the other side first, for me to save my time and my energy of going back and forth, okay? So I have to spread half side of the bottom sheet. Okay, and then the half part of it, or the half side of it, will be rolled towards the center, so that it will be easy for me to spread when I go to the other side. Okay? And consideration in spreading the bottom sheet, make sure when you spread the bottom sheet, you need to flatten the wrinkle to prevent bed sore. It should be wrinkle free to prevent bed sore. Flatten it. Then after putting the bottom sheet, then I have to grab the rubber sheet. Okay? Or sometimes they call it Macintosh. Okay? So I have to spread half, roll the other half, right? Okay? And then after that, because it is a rubber, it can cause irritation, I need to cover the rubber sheet with a cotton draw sheet. Okay? Then let's assume, okay, same thing. Half will be, okay, half will be spread and half will be rolled. Okay? Then this time, I have to both tuck it in. Okay? But prior to your tucking in, consideration, because most of us guys, we're complaining of body pains, back pains, every time that we've done with our shift, and you know that we're creating our own pain sometimes. Because sometimes we're overusing our muscles. The wrongful usage of our muscles can cause pain of our body. To prevent that to happen, you can lessen the pain, okay, by observing proper body posture or what we call proper body mechanics. Okay? Because most of us, right, pag meron tayong i-grab na bagay, like abutin natin, di ba? To the point na ilan yung muscles na nagamit mo, hindi pwede ka naman kumuha ng, okay? Tapos kung may nahulog na bagay, for example, nahulog yung eraser or something, dapat, di ba, nagano'n tayo, ilang muscles na yung nagagamit natin. Okay? Pagbalik natin, aray. Okay? Hindi natin alam na dapat, pwede naman natin ma-lessen yung pain by, kung once na may nahulog, you can just have your step one foot forward, and then you have to bend, and then grab it, and then go back, and then rather than bending it. Yun ang problema natin. Kaya nagko-complain tayo, ang sakit ng katawan ko. Malay pa naman yung gamit mo. Ang laki ng pasyente, ginab mo kasi nagmamadali ka na. Right? Pwede ka naman mag-ask ng tulong. You can ask somebody's help. Right? Get me? So dito, instead of tucking in and bending, mostly nag-ibente ng ganyan, di ba? So instead of bending your back, you have to bend with your knees. So, instead of gaganon ka, you need to bend with your knees. And then tuck.
May exercise din.
Right? Kaysa, Tama? Kayo din naman na mag-suffer. So you need to maintain your proper body mechanics all the time. Not only for this procedure, or all nursing procedures, especially if you are having, moving your patient from time to time, or doing even vital signs, you can position your patient. Hindi mo pwedeng, madam, halika nga dito, madam. Kung hindi mo kaya, hindi magtawad. Right? So, isipin mo yung sarili mo kasi siyempre, you are a healthcare worker, you are giving care. And then what if ikaw na nangangailangan ng care kasi inaabuso mo yung katawan mo, sino mag-aalaga sa atin? Wala, right? So we need to take care of ourselves by observing this type of proper body mechanics. Okay? So I have to tuck it in. So I have the 3 linens now, bottom, rubber, and draw. Then I'll go to the other side. Continue spreading the other side of the bottom sheet. Tuck in both sides or both corner. Then make sure it is wrinkle free. Okay? To prevent what? Bed sore. Okay? Then grab the other half of the rubber and the other half of the bottom draw sheet. And then proper body mechanics. Packing. The first 3 linens are ready. Then I have to grab the 4th type of linen, which is the top sheet. In the top sheet, guys, consideration in spreading it because this will cover the patient. Make sure you know sure you know where is the good side or where is the smooth part and where is the rough part. Because once you spread it, consideration, make sure when you spread it, this top sheet, the good side or the smooth part is facing down or in contact with the skin of the patient to prevent irritation. Kasi smooth na eh. Ito rough part, kung nasa ilalim to, magkakos ng irritation. So again, for top sheet, you have to spread it. Good side is facing down, bad side is facing up. You get me? When you say good, smooth. When you say bad, rough. Okay? So you can check it with the stitches. If the stitches is out, that's the bad. If the stitches is in, that's the good. Okay? So I have to spread now this top sheet. So you can stand. Sometimes I stand from onto the center so that I can see the equal sides. Ideally, it should not touch the floor. This is just this thing is quite bigger than the bed. Okay? Ideally, right? So you can stand on the center and then just spread the sides so that at least you can see that it's equal. Because the patient will go inside this. Okay? This is the top sheet to cover the patient. Okay? Top sheet, good side down, bad side up. Okay? Okay, so I'm now spreading the top sheet. Then on top of the top sheet to provide extra warmth, you need to have your blanket. Okay. For your blanket, it's the opposite side. Okay? For the blanket, because this will, okay, this is on top of the top sheet. So that when the patient will go inside, they will touch the upper part of the blanket, which is the good side should be facing up and the bad side should be facing down. Because once they go inside, they will have to touch. The part that they have to touch should be the smooth part. Right? Touch with the hands. Right? So, again, top sheet, good side down, bad side up. Blanket, good side up, bad side down. Get it? Okay. So I have to spread it now. Okay, so 5 linens are already spread, and then before I have to tuck in, I need to make sure that I know the 3 types of folding. You need to fold. The first type of fold is what we call your triangular fold. Triangular fold. How will you do it? So you need to start from the foot part or the edge part of the bed. So you have to, from this side, one side at a time. If I start it with one side, I need to start by sweeping the excess, using excess linens, okay, using my body mechanics, okay, and then from the edge here, I need to estimate, okay, the measurement of 12 to 16 to up to 18 inches up to the center. So for example, from this point, I have to estimate 12 to 16 to 18 inches, okay? For example, this is the 18 inches. I have to touch this tip, and then I have to create a triangle on the bed. Okay, you get me? From that point, 18 inches. And then take that point, make a triangle, and then you have to miter it. And then you put it down, and then you have to tuck it in using your body mechanics up to the center. Okay? What is this fold again? Triangular fold. How many inches? 12 to 16 up to 18 inches. Okay? Then do it on the other side. Same thing. Okay? So sweep first. Then 12 to 16 inches. Make a triangle. You mitered it so that it will not move. Okay, it will not untuck once the patient is moving. Right? That's the reason why you mitered it. And then you have to tuck in up to the center. Okay? So once you tuck it in, you will proceed to your second type of fold, which is the fan folding. F-A-N, as in fan. Okay? How will you do that? You just have to create a fold, a fan fold, on the head part of the bed using the blanket and the top sheet. You have to fold the blanket and the top sheet and create a 6 to 8 inches measurement. Okay? So let's do this. Then tuck it in, body mechanics. Then I'll go to the other side, do the same thing. Okay, then I'm done with my second type of fold, which is the fan folding. How many inches? 6 to 8 inches. And then the third fold or type of fold is the horizontal toe pleat. As in pleats, as in sa damit, right? Pleats, P-L-E-A-T. Horizontal toe pleat. How will you do that? You are creating a pleat on the foot part of the bed, measuring 2 to 4 inches. Okay? Again, what is this? Horizontal toe pleat, 2 to 4 inches measurement. What's the reason why you are creating a toe pleat here? To allow a space for your patient's feet to move freely once they go inside. Para magkaroon ng spasyo para maggalaw-galaw or makagalaw yung feet ng pasyente. Okay, good? What's this? Horizontal toe pleat, 2 to 4 inches. To allow a space for your patient's feet to move freely once they go inside. Okay? Then let's proceed to the last linen, which is the pillowcase. Okay? For the pillowcase, I have to grab the pillowcase now, the new pillowcase. Then I have to insert So once you insert it, there are two ways. It's either you have to fold it like this, or you have to do it like this. You have to take the edge, you put inside, okay, insert your arm, and then you touch the edge of the pillowcase, and then you also touch the edge of the pillow. And then when you insert it, do not shake it to prevent a spread of microorganisms into the air. Do not shake, huh? You just have to insert it like this. Okay? So once you're done inserting the new pillowcase, then you're now ready to put back into the bed. Okay? So what's consideration of placing back the pillow on the bed? Make sure you need to locate where is the door. The location of the door, because you need to make sure that the open part of the pillowcase or the pillow is not facing the door, or should be facing away from the door. So if that is the door, then make sure this open part is facing away from the door. Why? To prevent a direct entrance of the microorganisms inside the pillow. So kung may mga bacteria kung ano hindi nakapasok agad-agad dito. Okay? Kasi nga hindi siya naka-face directly. Okay? You get me? And then, you will have to do your closing. Okay? Prior to your closing, I have to show you how will you do your open and closed bed. Okay? For your open bed, you are creating a triangular fold on the side. Okay? When are you doing this? You are doing an open bed when the patient is now ready to occupy. Okay, if the patient is already waiting in the ER, in the OPD, in the in the operating room, about to transfer. This is the open type of bed. Okay, without the patient yet. Okay? So, next is closed bed. So, closed bed, you just have to close and cover up to the head part of the bed or covering the pillow. When are you doing closed bed? You're doing closed bed when the patient is not ready to occupy the bed. So, kakauwi lang ng pasyente siguro, nag-discharge, nangamoy yung sinabihan ka nangamoy yung palitan mo na lang. And then, close mo lang kasi wala pang pasyente. Pag once may pasyente na, i-open bed mo na lang. You are preparing the bed, okay? Because the patient is not yet ready to occupy the bed. That's the time that you are doing your closed bed. Okay? Then, I'll do my closing for my unoccupied bed. I'll take all my soiled linens, okay? I'll take this soiled linens, the basket, everything, all equipment. I'll return directly or put it directly to the laundry room. After the laundry, I go to my station, okay? I remove my gloves, I do my sanitation or my hand washing, then I'll go back to my supervisor. Ma'am, room 1 is now ready. Then they will call OPD, the ER, or wherever. Then they will, okay, please bring the patient now. The room is ready. That's how you do your unoccupied bed. This time, let's do your occupied bed. Senda,